Hi Yoga Connection community. Today is day 18, which is crazy, but so cool. And today we're focusing on the moon as well as yin energy. So you might have heard of yin and yang, which is kind of like the balance between moon and sun, fire and water, calmness and like really crazy chaoticness. Like it's a bit of a mix, and today's focus is on the yin portion. So today we're actually going to do moon salutations and really try to reconnect to those parts of ourselves that are really calm, that know how to slow down. We've all had moments in our life where we gave ourselves a solid break and we were like, oh, I love doing that. But sometimes for me personally, it's hard for me to always connect to that part of myself. So today we're going to move slow. I set up myself with 2 blocks on these ends of the mat. So we're going to move in a little bit of a different way. If you have your computer, I recommend facing it so that it's like me, so that it's not in one side, because we'll actually be facing this way the whole time. So we'll start standing in Tadasana. Feet are hips width apart. Arms are down by the sides. Closing the eyes for a moment. Just grounding in through the feet. Feel as though you have roots from the soles of your feet reaching down through the earth. And not just through the floor, but also through the ground underneath, the dirt, the rock, as far as you can imagine. Feeling so grounded that if someone was to come and kind of push you a little bit, you'd be really solid. One more breath here. Gently blinking the eyes open. And inhale, raising the arms up. Interlacing the fingers except for the pointer finger, leaving that pointed high. We'll bend through the knees, gently stretching over to the left side. Inhaling up through center, and then stretching over to the right as you exhale. Inhale up through center, and we'll step the left foot out as well as the right foot, coming into goddess pose, bending the knees, opening the arms into cactus. And goddess pose is a nice example of that yin energy, the nurturer, the feminine. Straightening up through the legs, stretching the arms wide. We'll turn the left toes in, moving into triangle pose, which is why I have the block here. If you like using the block in triangle, placing the right hand on the block and the left arm will raise. Removing the block off to the side. Coming up to standing for a moment, stepping that left foot in. Both hips are parallel now and coming to pyramid pose. Releasing the chin to the chest. Head will nod yes and no. From here, bending into the front knee, stepping that left foot back, and you can keep the knee raised or the knee can meet the earth. It's up to you today. Opening up through the heart. And then transferring the weight into the whole of the right foot. We'll raise the left toes off the ground, coming into Skandasana, hands at heart center. Or you can leave the hands down out in front or close in, whatever feels best. And then we'll walk through center, bringing the feet in slightly, sitting the hips low for Malasana, hands at heart center. Shifting the weight over to the left, walking the right foot out, coming now into Skandasana on the other side. So now we're going to do everything in the opposite direction. Shifting the hips up, walking the hands to frame the left foot, placing the right knee down, coming into low lunge. Raising the right knee off the ground, stepping the right foot forward and coming into pyramid pose. Releasing the torso down, shaking the head yes and no. From here, stepping the right foot back slightly, coming to triangle pose. The left arm is low, the right arm raises high, opening up into the pose. Continuing to slow down, calling on that yin energy. Slowly coming up through center. Turning the left toes in for a moment and then turning both heels in, the toes come out, returning to goddess pose. Stretching both arms long, releasing the hands, walking back to center. Inhale, raising the arms, interlacing the fingers with the opposite grip, pointer fingers stay long. This time exhaling over to the right. Inhaling through center. And exhaling over to the left and back to center. Repeating that all on the other side. So now stretching over to the right and back to center to the left. Coming back to center, opening the feet, preparing for goddess pose. The knees bend, the arms cactus open. Maybe closing the eyes here for this round. Straightening up through the legs, turning the right toes in, preparing for triangle pose. You can do this with or without the block. The left arm lowers down, the right arm raises high. Remembering we have time, we can move slow. Reaching the right hand down, stepping that right foot forward slightly, preparing for pyramid pose. Reaching the right hip towards the earth while the left hip pulls towards the ceiling, evening out through the pelvis. Stepping the right foot back, that right knee comes down and opening into low lunge. Again, you can do this with or without the back knee. Walking the hands over towards the right, coming into Skandasana. You can do what I did before. Another variation is reaching that right foot down instead of raising the toes towards the ceiling and reaching the arms out in front of you. Sometimes it's a little bit easier on the heel and the knees. Slowly walking over, bending both knees, and now coming into Skandasana on the other side. Extending your arms overhead. Walking the hands to low lunge, framing that right foot. The left knee comes down, opening through the heart. Placing the hands down, raising the back knee up, stepping that left foot forward, coming to pyramid pose. Continuing the breath. Coming up to triangle, that right hand comes inside of the right foot or onto a block. The left arm raises. Slowly coming up to center, turning the right toes in, making sure the feet are parallel, making any adjustments if you need. The toes turn out, the heels turn in. Inhale, raising the arms, and exhale, sitting low. Again, possibly closing the eyes here. Slowly straightening through the legs. Heel toeing the feet back to center, walking the feet. Inhale, raising the arms, interlacing the fingers, pointer fingers raised high. And exhale, releasing over to the left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale over to the right. Inhaling back to center. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Repeating that one breath per movement. We're going to move a little bit faster, but we want to still keep the same calmness and really call on that yin energy in this flow. Inhale, raising the arms up, interlacing the fingers, pointer finger stays long. Exhaling over to the right, the left, sorry. Inhaling back to center and exhaling over to the right. Inhaling back to center, opening into goddess, sitting the hips low, Just a moment here, maybe testing your balance, raising one heel off. Straightening through both legs, turning the left toes in, right toes turn out, coming into triangle pose. Hand comes to shin, the left arm reaching overhead, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward, coming into pyramid pose. Reaching both hips parallel towards the front of the mat, really pushing through the big, tall toe ball mound of that front foot. Stepping the left foot back, the left knee can stay high or it can lower for the hip stretch. Turning towards the front of the mat, coming to your Skandasana with the feet, the toes raised or not. Staying low as you walk towards the left side, Skandasana, bending into the left knee. Walking to the low lunge, raising that right knee off the ground or placing it down. Stepping the right foot forward, coming into pyramid pose, reaching the torso long towards that leg. Left hand comes inside of the left foot. Inhale, raising the right arm high for triangle pose. Inhale, coming back up through center. Turning the toes, left toes in, both heels come in, now the toes come out. Raising the arms and exhale, sitting back to goddess pose. If you tried balancing on one foot, try it on this side, raising the left heel off this time if you'd like. Inhale, straightening, walking the feet back to center. Inhale, raising the arms, interlacing the fingers. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center and to the left. One last time, inhale, center, this time reaching over to the left, kind of like a crescent moon. Inhale through center, reaching over to the right. Really connecting this full circle, opening into goddess pose. Sitting the hips low, maybe this time balancing with both heels off the ground. Sitting the heels down, straightening into the legs, triangle pose on the left side. Left hand comes to a block or the ground or shin. Right arm raises. Right arm reaches forward, framing the left foot with both hands, stepping that right foot forward for pyramid pose. Stepping that right foot back to low lunge with or without the knee, it's up to you. And then walking the hands towards Skandasana. Again, you can raise that right heel off the ground, or the right toes off the ground. And then switching sides, walking over towards the right, raising the left toes off, or with the other variation. Coming to low lunge, raising that left heel off the ground, framing the right foot with both hands, opening through the heart. Bending into the front leg, stepping that left foot forward, coming into pyramid pose. Again, the torso leading with the heart and the stomach over the leg. Right hand comes outside of the right foot. The left arm raises up, triangle pose. Slowly inhaling back to center. One last time of goddess. Toes come in first, finding your alignment in the feet. Heels come to center, toes come out, raising the arms high. And exhaling into goddess. Maybe bringing the pointer finger and thumb to meet this round. Completing that full circle. Stretching up through the legs. Walking the feet back to center. Inhale, raising the arms last time. Stretching over to the right as you exhale. And inhaling back to center and stretching over to the left. Inhaling back to center. Releasing the hands down and bringing the hands to the heart center again. Coming into Tadasana, releasing the feet to wherever they're comfortable. Maybe that's hips width apart. Noticing the breath. Noticing your ability to slow down today. And thanking yourself again for today's practice. From here, we'll move into a seated meditation instead of Shavasana. If you're really craving Shavasana, of course, you can take this meditation lying down, or you can pause the video and then come back for the meditation at the end. But we'll sit the hips up on anything that's comfortable, just to raise the knees off the ground a little bit. And then the hands can rest wherever they're comfortable, maybe on the knees or the right hand over the left in the lap. Again, finding that moon-shaped circle. And whether you're someone who connects more to the yang class that we did the other day or the yin focus we had today, knowing there's always a balance in the duality of both of them. So see if for the next minute or so you can just relax into the space and breath and really call on that yin energy to let yourself slow down. Bringing your attention back to the space and your breath. We'll meet with our hands together in front of the heart. Whether slowing down for you is your comfort zone or pretty far into your stretch zone, remembering that it's all about balance. And when we find balance, often we find a deeper sense of self. Always know that the light and love within me is very honored and proud to witness the light and love within each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for slowing down with me today for connection to moon and yin energy. I really appreciate you taking the time for yourself, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the mat tomorrow. Just remember, if you want to connect with me, I'm on Instagram as EmilyHenderson_yoga, and as well as Facebook as Emily Henderson Yoga. I'd love to see pictures or posts of anything that you're doing. And also you can connect with us at YOGATX on Facebook and Instagram as well. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.